Welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of PA and Phonics Fun. I'm your host, Mr. Kenny, and this is your teacher today, Miss Brandy. Boys and girls, today you will need a pencil and a piece of paper. Also, Miss Brandy will ask you at the end of the lesson to have another reader listen to you read. So have someone ready. Do a great job today.
Thank you, Mr. Kenny.
You're welcome, Miss Brandy.
Thank you, boys and girls, for being here this morning. So let's go ahead and sit up really straight where you're sitting so that we can get ready to warm up our brains. We're going to start our warm-up today by reading some sight words. I'm going to ask that you read the words first, and then I will correct those words after you. Let's go ahead and look at our first cards. I am the little blue yellow here go where from for, and our last word, to. Excellent job warming up your brains this morning. Now let's go ahead and get our thumbs ready to warm up. So I'm going to say some words, and I want you to give me a thumbs up if you hear the short I sound, and give me a thumbs down if you do not hear the short I sound. Our first word is Sid. Sid. Yes, we do hear that short I sound right in the middle of the word Sid. Our next word is pig. Pig. Another word with a short I in the middle. Wig. Wig. Yes. Jig. Jig. Did. Did. Bib. Bib. His. His. Yes, we do, right in the middle. Rib. Rib. Two more. Pit. Pit. And big. Big. Now that your brains and thumbs are warmed up, it's time for you to get out a pencil and a piece of paper. I'm going to give you just a second to grab those materials, then I'll give you further directions. If you're ready, go ahead and write the letter I on your paper. For this activity, I'm also going to say some words. And if you hear that short I sound, hold those papers up really high. If you do not hear the short I sound, keep them down really low. Our first word is Sid. Sid. Yes, we hear the short I right in the middle of the word Sid. Pig. Pig. Yes, we do. Wig. Wig. Very good. Jig. Jig. Did. Did. Bib. Bib. We do. His. His. rib, rib. 2 more. Pit, pit. And our last word, big, big. Excellent job today. Go ahead and take that piece of paper and lay it to the side for me. Now we're going to get to do a word sort. In our word sort, we're going to have 2 categories. We're going to have one category that contains our short I words, or words that contain the short I sound. In our second category, we're going to call it other words. So those will be words that do not have our short I sound. And what sound does short I make? Say that for me 2 times before we get started. Very good. So let's listen for that sound in these words. This column will have our short I words. And this column will have words that do not contain short I. Let's look at our first word. Let's sound it out. Wit. Do we hear the I sound in the word wit? Yes, we do. What about this word? Zip. Do we hear short I? Yes, we do. Let's do one more together. Sound it out. Bad. Do we hear the short I in the word bad? We do not. So it goes in our other words column. Let's look at our next word. I want you to sound it out this time. Now say the word. Tip. Do we hear short I? Yes, we do. Let's sound this one out. Sip. Do we hear short I? Yes, we do. Now this time, let's see if we can just read the word. Pan. Do we hear short I in this word? No, we don't. Let's read this word. Ram. Do we hear short I? No, it goes in our other words column. Fit. Do we hear short I? Yes, we do. Let's read this word. Pin. Do we hear short I? We do. Read the word. Do we hear our short I there? Nope. Read the word. Run. No short I there. Rig. Yes, we hear the short I in the middle of the word rig. Read the word. Read it again. Nip. Yes, we hear short I in the word nip. 2 more. Read the word. Pit. Short I. Last word is lip. Do we hear short I in the word lip? Yes, we do. Great job sorting short I and other words today. Now it's going to be time to write. So go ahead and get your materials ready, just your paper and pencil once again. Move down to the bottom of the page and be ready to write some words. But let me show you one first before you begin to write, okay? So I'm going to say a word, and I'm going to write it up here on the board for you. And then you'll do a few on your own. Okay? So our first word today is the word dim. Dim. So I hear the D sound, the I sound, and the M sound. So D-I-M, dim. Now get your pencil and paper out, and we're going to do one together. This time, we're going to write the word fig. Fig. Now before I write it, I want you to think about those sounds. How many sounds do we hear in that word? I-g. We hear 3 sounds, so we should have 3 letters in this word to make those sounds. So we hear the f sound in the beginning. What letter makes that sound? F. I. That's our letter I. And our final sound is G. Very good. The word fig is spelled F-I-G. Now you're going to do some words on your own. I'm going to say those words and I'll talk you through them, but you write those on your paper. And once we're finished, I'll show you my copy and we can see if they're the same. So our first word we're going to let you do on your paper this time is the word fin. Fin. So let's count the sounds. There are 3. And go ahead and write that word on your paper. Fin. Our next word is gig. Gig. Count the sounds. And write them on your paper. Next, the word is him. Him. Count the sounds. And write it on your paper. We're going to do a few more. And remember to count your sounds. The next word is his. His. Write that word on your paper. Next word, Kim. Kim. Write it on your paper. Next, we have lip. Lip. Nip. Nip. Rig. Rig. Wit. Wit. Zip. Zip. Two more. Tip. Tip. And our last word is sip. Sip. So let's quickly take a look at my chart and your paper to see what we have. Our first word we did together was dim. Then we had fig, fin, gig, him, his, kin, lip, nip, rig, wit, zip, tip, and sip. Excellent job on your word work. Now we're going to move on to dictation. You'll still need your pencil, you'll still need your piece of paper, but move down a little bit more on your paper, or you can flip it on the back if you need to. Also, now's the time to let your person know, your reader, your partner know that we're about ready for them, okay? We're going to dictate 2 sentences today. And before we do, I want to remind you about your capitalization rules and those punctuation rules when you're writing sentences. Also, if you hear a person's name, don't forget to capitalize that as well. Our first sentence, I will say it twice and then you write it on your paper. Zip into the pit. Zip into the pit. Let's count the words in that sentence. Zip into the pit. Go ahead and write it on your paper. Let's move on to our second sentence. Remember, I'll say it twice. We'll count the words and then you write. Sit in the pit to see the pig. Sit in the pit to see the pig. Now let's count those words. Sit in the pit to see the pig. How many do we have, guys? We have 8 words in that sentence. Don't forget capitalization and punctuation and begin writing. Go ahead and check your papers with mine. Let's read them together. Zip into the pit. Sit in the pit to see the fig. Great job. Now, it's time for us to begin the reading portion of our lesson. So if you have your partner ready, let's talk about what we're going to do next. Partners, please allow your student to read this entire story with at least 95% accuracy. And what that means is they will have to have 3 or fewer errors while they read it aloud. We're going to give you just a couple of minutes to do that. I'll let you know when to start. Don't forget to read the title with them and allow them to read the rest aloud, okay? All right, you may begin reading. How did you do? Now we're going to take a look at our text together. We're going to locate all of the words that fit our skill for today, all of the words that contain the short I sound. So I'm going to point to them, and I want you to tell me how many you see in that section. Let's get started. Let's look at the title. How many words do we see in the title that have the short I sound? I see 2. Kit and Kim. Let's look at our first line. How many do we see here? Again, 2. Kit and Kim. Next line. This time I see 5. 6 kids. 6 kids dig. Let's look at this line. How many did you find? 3. Very good. Rim, pit, kit. Next line. How many did you find there? 3. 6 kids dig. Excellent. Let's look at our next line. Did you find 4? Kim, 6 kids dig. Next line. I found 3 in that line. Dig, Kit, and Kim. Next line. I found 4 that time. Mix, dip, 6 kids. And our last line. We have 4 in this word. Look right here. With, Kit, Kim, dip. Now, let's read our passage together. Kit and Kim. Kit and Kim see 6 kids. The 6 kids dig to the rim of the pit. Kit can help the 6 kids dig. Kim can help the 6 kids dig. After they dig, Kit and Kim mix dip. The 6 kids play with Kit and Kim and eat the dip. Let's do it one more time together, okay? Kit and Kim. Kit and Kim see 6 kids. The 6 kids dig to the rim of the pit. Kit can help the 6 kids dig. Kim can help the 6 kids dig. After they dig, Kit and Kim mix dip. The 6 kids play with Kit and Kim and eat the dip. Thank you, boys and girls.
Very good job, Miss Brandy.
Thank you, Mr. Kenny.
All rights and credits for this lesson belong to the West Virginia Department of Education. We thank them for publicly allowing access to these valuable resource materials. Bye.